Damn, y'all, hit me with the one if you can hear me. I see there's a little lag, but we're going to make it do what it do. Hit me with the one if you can hear me. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I see a lot of ones. That's what's up. Y'all, isn't it interesting the stuff that goes on? I want to take a minute to tell the real divestors. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all, some of the smartest black women on the planet because you looked, you saw, you said, fuck this, and you got the fuck away. There was no questions asked. But we got some window shoppers, right? Some fence sitters, somebody that's just flipping through the catalog. You know how you go to the website, right? And you keep looking on Amazon like, I think I want to get this foot massager. Every fucking week. You like, I'm getting that foot massager. April passed, May passed. Everything just keep going by. You still ain't getting your feet massaged because you won't make that decision. Well, the good thing is they're making the decision for you, right? And I think the shit is hilarious. I told you, the ones that knew when you got your ass handed to you, I would be laughing at you as well. I'm going to make good on my promise, right? Let's get the shout outs done. We have Divested Doll in the building. How are you? We got Pony in here. Coffee's in here. Aquarius Shade is here. Hey, DZ. Hey, ladies. We have Sun Girl, Queen of Bloomsbury, Black Widow, Kay Sloan, Divested Ink is here. What's up? What's up? Let me let Brownies up here. So I'm gonna drag. I'm getting ready to drag. Right. I'm getting ready to drag you window shopping fence sitter ass motherfuckers. Why? Because you got rumors started about real divestors that ain't true. You got people saying that divestors are getting scammed, divestors got tricked, divestors had. Let me pause this because I'm going somewhere with this. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. The addiction to blackmail shit logs is amazing and it's an epidemic. Okay? We didn't get scammed. So divested fence sitters, I'm gonna need you to come forward, come up to the red carpet because you got some explaining to do. Weren't you aware that it was hashtag all? Didn't you do your damnedest to try and look for your unicorn? Divestment is a city, right? And when you got fence sitters in your city sitting on electric fences, they get electrocuted. Okay? So right there on that truck right there, you got your fence sitter. She don't know what the fuck she's doing. I mean, look at her. Maybe I should go here. Maybe I should go there. Maybe she a little bit too extreme. Oh, I got a son. Oh my God, my daddy ain't that bad. So let me tell you the honest truth. Maybe not all. Just maybe not all. Until she goes over and she find out that fence is electric. Okay? Thank you, K. Sloan, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Look at the fence sitter fucking up the city. You're gonna keep getting your ass handed to you, and I'm finding the shit fucking hilarious. I am, because you knew. Playing around in the chat section, saying, well, oh my God, the fence sitter done got zapped again. What the fuck? What the fuck? Y'all finding gay ones with dreads, and you're tearing our city apart. Got content creators calling you a divester when you know you ain't. You in our city fucking shit up, making shit burn. Sis, your lace front is on fire. How many times are you gonna do this shit? You fucking up, just getting zapped left, right, and center around this bitch. Guess what? They sick of you, and so am I. So am I. I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of you whining, you're complaining, you're lying, you're cheating, and stealing talking points. I'm fucking over you bitches. Pick a side of that fence and stop tearing our city apart. You got dusties around here calling you divestors, and they pointing the fingers at us. Well, we ain't never been over there. We already knew. You're tearing this bitch up, bitch. And I hate you for it. You got people saying, don't call me divested anymore, because fence sitters got it looking like a shit town. Got it looking like they can get hurt, like we're confused. But guess what? Putting black women's safety first. Oh, there go the fence sitter again. She back, tearing this motherfucker up. I'm sick of y'all. What I'm saying is pick a side. Take your stupid ass over there. Admit that you are addicted to shit logs and stay your dumb ass over there. I am so tired of y'all. 1 week you divested, the next week you sovereign, the other week you a self-first woman, you all this shit. But what you are finding out is that fence is fucking electric. Tell them, Zaddy. Let's go. Even the baby know you can't mix water with electricity. God damn.
No, they cannot do that.
Why? Oh yeah, I know.
Water and electricity don't mix, bud.
Water and electricity don't mix, bud. He said what he said. He said what he said. We will never, ever, 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 ever say not all. We will never, ever say that there's a unicorn. There are no fucking unicorns. Bitch, your unicorn got rabies. He's foaming at the mouth. He's hiding subscribers because bitches are hemorrhaging out of his chat. When are y'all gonna wake up? Divestment is awesome. I don't know who told y'all any different. Divestment is the shit. But when you got people that are undecided, you got them on electric fences tearing up our city, and I'm not having it. Divestors don't play. We don't fucking play. If you show up with a shit log, you're getting your ass up out of here, motherfucker. I don't care whether you're gay, straight, Aries, Libra. I don't give a fuck if you from the north, another country, or whatever. If you got a shit log, motherfucker, kick rocks. Go. All right? Enough of my goddamn tantrum. L, are you in agreement with what I said, or am I just up here bloviating?
I am, first of all, in the his house in your mouth. Wow. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I wholeheartedly agree with you. You see what happened when shit be fucked up and you don't pick a side, or better yet, when you don't stay and really do what you really know, and you all over the place trying to do a whole bunch of shit, and you fucking up the rotation, getting electrocuted and blew up and shit. Girl, that's your own damn fault, because you need to stay with what you know. You don't know this shit over here.
You got to
and you don't need to know.
Right. You got to stop window shopping. You have to stop window shopping. What are you looking for? You already know they're going to beat your ass. You already know that you're getting killed every 6 hours. You already know that they like your daughter's panties. Huh? What is the fence about? You're tearing it up. You got full dusties calling you out. Do you hear me? You got full-time dusties calling you out. And it's embarrassing. But you know what? I'm not going to let you embarrass me like that. I'm going to get this shit straight. Those people that want to give a nigga a chance, they're undecided. We're going to just keep it at undecided, because you touting divestment around here. Listen, when somebody is related to you and they do crazy shit and y'all got the same last name, the first thing you want to say is, that's my third cousin. That person right there is only family by marriage, right? I'm separating myself from y'all. None of them are okay. And if they're your ally, like I said before, let them be your ally. But right now, you don't have to get involved. Your ally gonna fight for you, rain or shine, whether you there or not. See, but you don't know that yet, because honestly, you still think a unicorn exists. Tell me I'm fucking lying. Tell me I'm lying. Welcome to the panel, Trinity. Let me let the ladies up because they ready to go the fuck off too. Welcome to the panel, Lipstick.
DZ, you know, I canceled all plans tonight, hoping you would go live. Because this has been boiling inside of me for days. When they said it was the divested Black women that was financing him.
Oh God.
Huh? What? Baby, check my PayPal, my Cash App, my Venmo, all my accounts, all my stocks, my whole financial portfolio. I have never funded no Negro.
I might turn around and pick up a penny that I dropped just so a nigga don't pick it up. They can't have my money. Are you serious? Just to have a Black male say something nice about you, you throwing up, I mean, take my money. I mean, you didn't even pull it out yourself. You turned the bitch upside down so your debit cards and all kind of shit can fall out. You got your Chase app up. Just take my motherfucking money, because you got a shit log and you saying nice stuff about me, and I'm so fucking desperate to hear that. Take it all. Take it all.
Girl, they over there adding his whole Amazon wish list to their cart.
DZ, they fucking up the rotation. I'm telling you.
I agree. Why on earth would y'all not find something else to be? If you're not over Black males, that's okay. That's your business. You're going to do what you do with your grown ass. But don't tout out divestment. Are you serious? Don't go out here with my same last name talking about you, me. I don't believe you. Honey, welcome to the panel, Shane.
Hey, divested. I'm just sitting up here listening. I'm just about as pissed off as the rest of you. Even though I haven't been divested that long, I've made the decision to be divested and not a fence sitter. So there will be no confusion over here. And I don't like confusion anywhere in my life.
Any fence sitters up in the house? Because thank you so much, Medusa, for the super chat. I don't know what StreamYard's doing, but it sent it straight to the top. Are there any self-proclaimed fence sitters? You're a fence sitter and you proud. Anytime I do a roll call, right? Nobody ever admits to it, but you there, you exist. You're there. If you are that, why can't you admit that? Huh? Why?
I think we give them too much grace by calling them fence sitters because they're not sitting on the fence. It's a chain link fence and they're looking through it. They're not on it because they don't plan to get on the other side. They just want to watch and see what's going on over there.
You know, I might sound like I have on a tin hat here when I say, I think some of them came to destroy the actual divestment community by slowly but surely adding shit logs. I may be completely off right there. Could be off. But it's not like it's above them to do some shit like that. It's been done before. It's called infiltration. Okay? They do anything to protect their sons, right? So when bitches don't want to be with their sons, let me go over here and pretend as if I'm divested and see what they say. Let me see what they say if I say my son ain't like that or my brother ain't like that. You already know that we say all. Most divestors say all. But a lot of them on that best man for the job, that whoever treats me right. Look, if you digging through a garbage can for somebody to treat you right, babe, you're not divested. You're not. The black community is trash. It's Blackistan. You know this. Ain't no best man for the goddamn job not coming up out of Blackistan. Welcome to the panel, my world.
Hey, girl. Hey. Listen, shout out to whoever that was earlier talking about something in your mouth sounded like an 80s rapper.
Oh, she a 90s rapper. Elle is a 90s goddamn rapper. She always quoting them motherfuckers.
Yeah, something from my time when I was young. Listen, I just got back from the gym. I didn't know you were going live. I was scrolling through YouTube and I'm like, when did she go live? And all I saw was some fences on fire and you talking about fence sitters. So I don't know if I missed something, but I'm happy to be here. Shout out to everybody.
Look, the fence sitters have had an interesting weekend. When you got Dusty's calling out fence sitters, boy, where we at with this? I don't like being shut down by Dusty's, but I got shut down.
Hold up. Those women know that they're calling out, or those people, first of all, they're not real divestors. Any woman willing to date a black man, sleep with a black man, bet a black man is not divested, period.
Yeah, I agree. But the talking points are there. So if I come in a room and I say, listen, I have a lot of fur, I have claws, I like honey, you're going to assume I'm a fucking bear, right? They're talking our talking points, but saying, that ain't me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's definitely some gatekeeping that needs to go on. That's for sure.
But they're not even talking divestment talking points because they're still holding out hope. Divestors, like you said, we're team all. There are no exceptions.
Well, when you're sitting there and your man is black, I have to assume that you think not all, right? It by default, that's what that means. It's like everybody except mine, though. You see how the fence sitters got this shit confused? Either you are or you're not. That's my point. So, fence sitters, let me ask you this. Where are you? Because the thing is, you took time to defend homeboy, right? But you got us out here looking sideways. Where is our defense? Since you a defender of all things righteous, Why don't you come out and say, well, it really wasn't divest. I was just over there. Where's our defense? You got us out here looking crazy.
Girl, they're black male identified, so they're not going to ever stand up for a black woman. They're black male identified, so that's why they go to those channels, because that's who they identify with. They don't identify with being a woman first. They identify with being black first.
Mm-hmm. And then the dude that, the guy that duped them out of their money, I mean, he didn't even try hard. I went and watched one YouTube video by that guy, and I got a whole Donald Glover vibe from him. And there was nothing about him that made me think he had any interest in black women whatsoever.
Me too.
Nothing.
Me neither. I went and watched one video from him about 5 months ago, and I was like, no. Just because I just wanted to see what the
I wanted to see why all these black women was financing this person.
Yes, right. And like you said, he didn't have to try hard, girl. They was just extra and desperate and wanted to fuck with his ass. That's like I said, they fucking up the rotation. Y'all not hearing me?
I can't. So here's the plan, right? I guess you're divested, and then you just on the lookout so that maybe you don't have to be divested anymore, or get you a black man. But then say, y'all
they say we can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear anything I'm saying?
I can hear you.
I can hear.
Oh, okay. I was scared and say I'm going in, and somebody who said they couldn't hear me. It might be you might have me on mute. I don't know.
She might have to leave and come back.
Yeah, go ahead and leave and come back, sweetheart. But you're not going to be able to keep twisting this shit. At some point, you're going to have to say, you ladies have a good idea, but I can't get with it because I still like them. I'm holding out hope. It's hopium. It's an addiction. I look like these men. They come from my body. So therefore, right, I can't give up on them. I will respect it if you said that and send you on your way. But I respect if you were honest. Don't use us to try and tease black men to acting right. Oh, you better hurry up and act right or I'm going to divest. Girl,
exactly.
Take my shoes off. Take my fucking shoes off. Don't do that. That's not what this is for. Divested zealot. That means that's been done a long time ago. There is no going back. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Your stats look crazy. Crazy. My world, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I saw everybody in the chat saying that they could hear you. I'm sorry. It must have just been me. I apologize.
It was you, girl. You got some shit going on. But
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. The StreamYards ain't worth a damn. But I'm going to need them to step up. Step the fuck up. Let your dusties and your new unicorns know it wasn't us. You took up for dread face, honesty, truth, and whatever. Mm-hmm. Go take up for us. I'm requesting that you make your first video and say, hey, it wasn't them. It was us fence sitters. Go ahead.
Here's my thing, though. Why are you donating money to a man, period? He should be taking care of you, not the other way around. I don't understand how these women really just out here coming. They done bought his camera system. They done bought his lighting. And on top of that, he using talking points from other black women. How in the fuck is he talking the same shit black women are talking online, but you all of a sudden ain't getting paid?
Those cash apps they weren't $10 and $15. They were $100, $150. I had to log off because I was just getting mad at those super chat numbers.
Well, ladies, just be on the lookout. The problem is this. I know the ones that were, chilling with them or whatever, they are now looking for a new unicorn. Okay. And we'll get, into that in Discord. But the people that want a unicorn, they're looking and they're desperate and they got their eye on another unicorn. Okay. Let me let Alpaca up here.
Hey, girl, they be wanting their husband to be the unicorn.
Ooh, the jab.
The reason why they have so much hope and stuff like that, and they, donated all that money is because he's their unicorn. Like that's their unicorn. That's their hope. He's taking our talking points and just putting it on his platform, and these women are getting excited about that. They're like, to him, to them, he's hope. So he's the
Girl,
unicorn.
Girl, this
they
man just got his first apartment at the age of 30 and was homeless for years. How is that a unicorn?
To them,
Anything
That's
with
hope. That's hope.
anything that has anything positive going on, that's, you got to give him credit, because black men, they underperform. So if he has a regular pulse and he says good morning, that's a unicorn. Okay.
Oh my
Hey,
God, he
DZ.
woke up today. Yay, he's a king with no
he took his daughter to
kingdom.
school. That's a strong black man. He took his daughter to school. That's a young, good brother right there. You need to get you a brother like that. That's a good brother right there. He took his daughter to school and he braided her hair. That's a good
Well,
brother.
with the stats, I wouldn't be letting him take my daughter to school, if you know what I mean. You better be careful. Over half is most. Okay. Somebody up here called my name. Who called me?
It was me. I was saying hi.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up? I'm so glad you're making a video about this because it's, we all saw this coming. We were all telling
We
them
talked about this months ago, did we
so
not?
many times. And you know what they were, and you could really see like who's really on one side, who's really on the other when you go on Clubhouse. Because when they are interacting with these fools, it's like all logic, all sense goes out the window. They're so pressed. It's sickening. And in a minute, I'm about to throw on a dread wig and a goatee. And that's the new hustle because it's just like, it doesn't make any sense. This person was former, I don't know if we can say.
Red pill.
He was not former.
Yes.
No, it wasn't former. He was still red pill. He just changed it up to get some coins, and black women fell for it.
I never
exactly.
watched his stuff because I knew he would be falling into the algorithm. It's like we keep on making the same mistakes. But I heard from what I heard a little bit, and that was all I needed to hear. I'm like, this is
Because
not
he didn't even try hard. He didn't even try hard. That's what makes it so sad. On the show, he would just say things, and then he'll say, "Well, he'll pause in the middle of a rant and say, let's read these super chats." And I'm like,
Yes. It's like,
exactly.
bitch, this lady is pouring her heart out to
right.
you.
He
She's
would
telling
be
you
in
she got,
emotional rants, right?
yes.
And he'll say, let's read these super chats.
Wow.
Right. Well, I just wanted to say you fence sitters can't sit with us. And people were calling us mean girls on Clubhouse for that. People were kicking us out of rooms. We see all of y'all. We see all of y'all. Y'all cannot sit with us. Don't bring your
And,
funky
and the
asses over here
Discord.
and try to sit with us. You cannot, ma'am, at
I'm
all.
not
Stay on
I'm
that
not
fence.
triggered by being called mean. If I'm looked at as mean because I'm trying to get black women to safety, then I'll be mean. I will be a fanatic. I will be the Westboro Baptist Church of divestment. Fuck with it. When it comes to black women being safe, I will be the Westboro Baptist Church of divestment. I don't care what you call me. Them numbers are too goddamn bad. And we finna get into some of that shit too while you sitting up there calling motherfuckers mean. If I'm
And
mean, go ahead, baby.
oh, I was just gonna say, you know what's the sickest part? The It's like they sit there and try to drill us for saying all. They sit there and call us hateful and all this other type of stuff. And every single time these nakers prove us correct. All of
Mhm.
them.
Every time.
I
DZ, there are a couple of people in the chat that said they got duped by the guy. I really want these people to come forward and tell us how.
That would be nice. The room is full. I'll put the link down there. Who's ever wanting to share how the fuck he was able to dupe you again? And I say again because black men have been this way forever. So it's again. So I'm gonna put it here. And then
I'll
when a free,
drop down. I'll make
oh,
space.
okay, baby, thank you.
Thank you,
But why
DC.
do they care about a naker's opinion? That's what I don't understand. It's like you're supposed to be divested. So why do you even
Right,
care about watching them on YouTube? Why do you
right,
care about anything they're saying? Why are they even in your algorithm in the first place? Like that's what I'm
right,
not getting. Because I can tell you now, all I got on my algorithm is black women and probably a ton of white men. So like
right.
I don't even understand how these women can even
But
stand
they
to listen
come
to
up
them. They're
because we
fucking
watch
stupid.
people like DZ. We watch these people and then he'll come up suggested and you're like, why is this
Yeah,
person
he
coming
will
up?
come
And you
up. He
watch.
will come up suggested because he came up
Right,
of mine suggested, and so that's why I went over there just to see what he
right.
talking about. He wasn't even talking about shit. It's like he sound like a boring, mediocre, nothing ass motherfucker. It's like, okay, so how are
Mhm.
y'all getting excited or into this? What he's saying? He's not even talking about anything important.
He's black and has a penis. That's all they care about. Truth be told, these women can't believe that the situation is what it is, that their men are performing the lowest. They not going to accept that shit because they see these little motherfuckers come out of their body after the umbilical cord is cut. They can't detach. They can't detach. And why on earth is anybody still fucking these motherfuckers? Please tell me why. This shit is so disgusting. When the
Mhm.
umbilical cord is cut, it's almost like a rabid dog getting let off a chain and they just start barking around the goddamn neighborhood, terrorizing. Please, if you're a fence sitter because of your son, knock it off. Raise your son and
Did
then
you?
keep it moving.
I've said that before that
Yes.
I really feel, and I know I'm in the minority, but I feel that people that have fully black children cannot ever be fully divested. When you have something walking around with your DNA and its father is black, you can't really, to me, ever be fully divested from the black community. I
That's a
did want to
lie
also
because
say,
black fathers divest all the time.
Don't
They
they
share it
Exactly,
with
though?
because
people.
I
So
most
that's
definitely am. I most definitely am
right,
with two black
right.
kids.
let's just
Right.
say
I think
something.
when you have a son, I think it's difficult. I think when you have a son, if you have a male coming out of your vagina or a male going into your black male going into your vagina, you are not going to be fully divested.
Well, here's the deal.
Right. That's what I
if
said.
you if you have sex with them, of course you're not divested because you wouldn't be in the bed,
Right.
fucking them to begin with. But you can divest yourself from family members. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people have done it, including that son of yours, including
Mm-hmm.
him, because
I'm
when he's
telling you.
grown, he's grown. You're not responsible for him. If he's still,
Exactly.
if he's still, if you're still in his business, that's you being in his business. Be divested from him as well. If he's not doing
Mm-hmm.
what he's supposed to do, you can divest from your son. Dead ass
Hmm.
serious.
Yep, because I sure did, honey. I sure did.
Mm-hmm.
I,
But
I
let
also
me
wanted. Oh, I'm
go
sorry.
ahead,
Go ahead.
babe. I
I
was
just wanted
looking
to
to
share.
see it.
I wanted to share a story. You asked the fence sitters about why they were over there. I'm
Are
gonna
you a
just
fence
share a
sitter?
quick. No, this is my world.
Oh, yeah, I thought you was fixing to say you a fence sitter. I was finna be shocked.
Girl, bye. No, I am a reformed mammy though, and former black identified, all that. But a couple of months ago, it came up. He came up in my algorithm, and I started watching the videos. And one night I was listening to some video that was live, something about why black men have no value. And I'm watching it, and this underground, y'all know who I'm talking about, channel comes on and starts talking about her drama. So he and I and her and a uppity somebody else all got into it because I called her for her narcissistic behavior. I'm like, how are we over here on this channel listening to your drama from weeks ago? And so she had super chatted him, like, I think like $25 during that chat. So of course he was like, everybody was against me, like, oh, you can't talk about her, you blah blah blah. And this is back when I was a stan of hers. That was my last day being a stan. But it's like I think black women who are divested, and I did a video about this. I said I went over there because I thought that there was a black man who held other black men accountable, and I had never seen that before. And then only, of course, for that not to be the case. So
Yeah, they can't do it. They won't do it because it benefits him to be the unicorn. Instead of having three women to one man, now he's 8, 9, 10 women to one man because he's a fucking unicorn with a stinking ass horn that's dangling from his face. Hmm.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
If that lady, what my world is saying about that lady, we all know who we talking about.
Hmm.
Did she know? She must have known that he did not even fuck with her in the beginning, because he made a whole he made a whole video talking shit about her, literally dragging her.
yeah, to me, he's like the equivalent of Iron Bangs for her.
Oh,
It's
I'm
like she
sure,
brought
but
up that stuff from years ago with Iron Bangs, and then it's the same thing with him. He talked bad about her years ago.
But
What
she
did
had
we
to know that
say?
he talked about. She had to know that he talked about her.
Check it
She
out though. She knew the thing is he can be forgiven because he
girl.
has a shit log. He can
That's
be
But black
forgiven.
women, but you gonna take black women to court. That's the thing with black women.
Hey,
We will
preach.
forgive and forgive black men whether we sleep with them or not. No matter what they do, we will forgive them and plead on their behalf. But let a black woman halfway do something wrong, we never forgive them. Never speak to them again. Want to bring them into a white institution to sue them and all this kind of nonsense. But black men are out here threatening your life, doxing you, talking crazy to you, and you never have any smoke for them. And that's not just her. That's black women as a aggregate. That's just what we do. We
That's
will have
true.
Yeah.
our against our sister and never speak to them again, family or not, friends from childhood or not. But a black man will cheat on you, have babies outside on you, bring you
Mm-hmm.
diseases, commit crimes, rape people. Ooh, I'm sorry.
It's
he
good,
was
babe.
literally
I'm
mocking
be
her.
quiet.
He was
Girl,
You
you ain't
know
gotta
literally
be
what?
quiet.
Can I actually speak on that too? Like, because I've like really noticed that for years how a lot of black girls treat other black girls like growing up. Like it's just always like some petty stuff. It doesn't matter what the boy did. Like she will always take her anger out on you. And it's just like black men, they are allowed to be anti-black. They're allowed to make mistakes, quote unquote. They're allowed to, make tweets from 2013 talking about how dark bitches bring dark days and they don't want no pussy if it's not pink in the inside. And they're allowed to still be on top of the world in 2021 going into 2022. And black women will make excuses saying how it was years ago and this, that, and the third. And black men get to rap about how they like light, bright, and white women. But as soon as Serena Williams is with a white man, then other black women would discard her. It's one thing for a black man to do that, but then when you're another black woman doing that to another black woman who has been tied to many different black men, she gets dragged in. She gets kind of pushed out of the community. But black men get to be with the Jeannie Mai's of the world. Like it's
Spoiler
just,
alert, it's
yeah.
been like that since before you was born. Before
Mm-hmm.
it's been like that forever.
Yep.
And it's real shocking and embarrassing. And here's the thing. I'm going to do something real quick and say this. Fence sitters, check it out. It's not too late. It's not too late. You can still divest. You know what a grown woman is? Somebody that say, listen, I fucked up. I fucked up big time, but I'm going to go ahead and correct this course. That's what I'm going to do. To lean in with your chest into your mistake and be arrogant and flippant and I'm not getting ready to fuck them bitches, da da da. You're gonna end up being a story that I'm gonna cover because I got one tonight actually. But you can still divest. You can. And ain't no beef. There is no beef. I want you to divest because I want you to be safe, god damn it. Okay? Let me let Karen Truth up here. Karen, do you consider yourself a fence sitter?
DZ, I'm not a fence sitter.
So where they at though? Because the thing is, it's hundreds
Oh,
of them. It's
oh my
hundreds
God.
of them.
The truth is, it's bombast, like it is so surprising to me because after listening to so many lives and hearing how many women that say they are divested, but they go to this man channel to watch his program, I'm like, are you really divested or are you just divested for the unicorn? Because at this point somebody have to ask, is it divested for unicorn or actual divestment? Because sometimes you actually look at the women and you're like, I don't understand your agenda anymore. I feel like the divestment movement have been derailed, and these women that don't want to actually divest have literally taken over the divestment movement. And for me, I said, you know what? I am not going to change it to divestment, because if you call yourself Brad's girl tomorrow, I'm pretty sure tomorrow they will also call themselves Brad's girl. They will say,
Preach.
oh, yeah. Because if you say I'm Brad's girl, all the Brad's girl, they get everything they want. They are self-sufficient. They are well taken care of. These women will also,
You fell
doesn't
off,
matter
baby.
how you
Okay, you're
want to
back.
put it, and they will give a meaning to it to suit their situation. And at this point, I was watching another YouTuber yesterday, and I was so surprised to hear how many women that call themselves divested that were on this channel. I was so shocked because it was surprising. I was like, are you serious? Like, you call yourself divester and you
What
are
they
there? What
did,
are you doing there?
they tried to expand the definition, right? And then say, okay, I'm that. Now that the definition has changed, I could be that because I don't have to turn my back on black men fully. And that's essentially what they want.
And I feel like divested women should be really mean at this point, because Dizzy, do you notice how the other women put all the blame on divested women, not the fence sitters that they know were doing this propaganda?
Y'all, it's
They put
sad.
all
Um,
of it.
Can I piggyback on that? And
Yeah.
Sure.
yeah, I like what Divested OG said a couple lives back when she said it's the inconsistency, the
Mm-hmm.
incongruent. If when people are incongruent and inconsistent in the way that they speak and the things that they do, this is something's wrong. They need to go to the doctor. The fence sitters, you need to go to the doctor. And I'm letting you, you need to go to the doctor, whatever one you got, whatever one you're going to first. Say, I need to talk to somebody because I'm fence sitting. These
Mm.
people that were on these people's channels, these people don't have any jobs. They don't, these people that are on the internet causing, wreaking havoc and being inconsistent, they don't have any jobs. They don't have a real life. They're not important in real life. And that is why they're coming to the internet, creating havoc, being inconsistent in the way that they speak and in their actions. These people need to go to the doctor. I also want to say, if you are in the presence of a naker, you are in danger. Period. You are
Yep.
in danger. And if you are a fence sitter and you know that and you still want to be in danger, doctor, go to the doctor. Okay, divest and be free.
Is that Aqua
Y'all,
DZ.
Jam?
go ahead,
That's
baby.
me. Hi, that's me, Aqua Jim.
Hey,
Hey,
DZ.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, I'm reading the chat, and someone posted in the chat, if they're still attracted to black men, could they be considered divested? And I really want to answer that.
Who said that? Because the thing is, I want a fence sitter to come up here. That's fence sitting behavior. And I
I
want to
think her name
answer
is
you.
Marie or Melissa. I've been reading that too. She said she's still attracted to 1% black men.
Mm.
But I
Well,
feel like,
I'm gonna let you say what you got to say on it, and then I'll go after you because I got something to say about that as well.
well, see, I feel like once you become divested or practice divestment principles, what you considered attractive changes,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Because
yes.
now
Exactly.
power is attractive. You know better, so you do better. Um, Men who are masculine naturally are attractive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men who wield their power, that's attractive. Men who know how to provide, protect, and problem solve is attractive, right? It's no longer just a beard and waves. You know, it changes. So once you become divested and you live a certain lifestyle and you engage with certain people and you are in certain circles, what you consider attractive will change, and it will not, and I repeat, it will not include black men. That's just
It
the way
won't.
it is.
It can't.
Facts.
Absolutely, I co-sign 100% of that. Think
Can I
about think about what she just
go?
said.
Go ahead. I'm
Right
sorry.
now, if you see, it sounds nasty coming out of my mouth. An attractive black man. If you see one, right, and then you find out that he's actually a pedo, how attractive is he now? The majority of those men are fucked up in one way or another. The majority, because you wouldn't have a 62% touch rate of black children before they turn 18 if the majority, over 50%, are fucked up. So if you find out that they usually have bad character, I don't see how they're still attractive.
And what was the other woman? What was your name?
Who?
The one who
Lipstick?
was that was Lipstick who said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's definitely right because towards the end when I first started to become divested, everything about black men would disgust me. Like the way they
Yeah.
talk disgust me, the way they
Yes.
look disgust me. Like just even the idea of having one near me, I literally became disgusted to the point where like I literally got rid of friends that I've had for years who were black men because I just did not want to be
Want to be
affiliated with
around
them
them.
anymore. I didn't want to be around them. I didn't want them to talk that grand rising sister. Like I
Ugh.
fucking hate that shit. Like
Yep.
everything that they would say, everything that they would do, I completely did a 180. When you are not attracted to them, it will show in how you carry
Mhm.
yourself and just the company that you keep around you. Like I don't even understand how people could want to be friends with them. Hell, I'm divested from my own damn family, brothers and all. Made me no
Mm-hmm.
fucking difference. I'm like, a black man is still a black man, is still a black man. And they have proven that time and time again, every single time. Even the ones who go to all these channels and talk about how they're there and they support you and we have a right to talk about what we want to talk about. What do they do every single time? Like if you, even if you are one of those women who be on the other channels, every single time they have ever lit a black man up who supposedly supports them, they do the same thing. Well, not all of us, because I'm not like that. Okay, well, motherfucker, I don't know how you treat the people in your life, but I know for a fact that my ex who has felony charges against him, his parents and family would probably say the same thing. They're probably saying that I'm the crazy person who probably lied on him. Meanwhile, you're the one with a felony on your record for trying to kill me.
If you sub to not all, then why is divestment even one of your interests? That's my question. If you feel like not all, because you can feel like that about all communities, white community, Asian community, all of that, not all. So why are you walking in the divestment streets if you feel like not all? I can never
I
get
think
that
And
because
shit
they
answered.
I think
and
because they
Didi,
see that something is wrong with the community. So they won't give up on black men, but they definitely see the ills of the community and know that something is wrong. And so the divestment talking points sound good, except for that letting go of black men part. And I
Because
wanted to
black men created the culture. But go ahead.
yeah. Oh, okay. So I wanted to read something real quick. I was an econ major in school, and I want to read what the definition of divestment is. In finance and economics, divestment or divestiture is the reduction of some kind of asset for financial, ethical, or political objectives or sale of an existing business by a firm. A divestment is the opposite of an investment. Divestiture is an adaptive change and adjustment of a company's ownership and business portfolio made to confront with internal and external changes. Okay, that's the definition. In our
Mhm.
culture, divestment is now a talking point because our culture is changing. If you look at our culture 100 years ago, when our great grandparents were alive, it's changed. Women are being called bees. Women are being killed every 6 hours. Things have changed from 40 years ago, even, or 50 years ago when Malcolm X and those guys were alive. Things have changed. So we are no longer invested in black men or in black
Black
culture.
women.
That's the difference. If you are a truly divested woman, there is no, well, I'm attracted to 1% of the what you're basically
Right.
saying is you're holding out for a unicorn when
Pretty
you're and
much.
I don't know who it was that just said this, but oh my god, you took my thoughts out of my head when you said now when you see them you're disgusted. Like I
Mhm.
literally, y'all, I can't even explain how bad that's me right now. Like every time I see them, it don't matter how old they are,
Yeah.
how young they are. I be thinking, please don't talk to me. Please, I just be trying my best not to have a snarl on my face because they just, and when they always coming up to me asking me for money because I live in the hood, I be want to say, do you take care of your kids? Do you know your kids?
Can I
But
See,
I
can I
don't, of course.
that is so true. Can I actually speak on that real quick?
Go
Because
ahead, and then after that, I'm gonna pull up a sun for y'all.
Mhm.
Fence
okay,
sitters, hold your draws.
okay, basically, so I was, out and about with my grandmother or whatever on Sunday. And it's just like the type of arrogance that a lot of black men have is just weird to me. The way that they have the arrogance to come up to you, start conversations with you, and then do it in like a flirtatious way. Like you can kind of tell like when a man is trying to like flirt or whatever, and like they just have this boldness within them, and then it's like they feel like you're obligated to hold down the conversation with them, or to entertain them or whatever. And then to be smart, I have to play nice or whatever. But it's like it just irks me, because it's like I wear my mask out, so you don't even know if I'm an ugly ass bitch or not. Like I could be ugly and unattractive, but you still like want to keep like entertaining me. Like just like leave me alone. Like it's like that just make me feel uncomfortable. And then it's like you have to kind of like engage, because you just never know what happens, because I don't want to wind up like that woman in Harlem. Like
Missing the eyeball.
yeah, like it's ridiculous. It's crazy to me. It's like you can't even go out and mind your own business. It's like, and then like how you give people the signal that you kind of want to get away from the conversation, like you kind of turn your body and try to walk away slowly. Even when you do that, that shit don't even fucking work.
Y'all, speaking of sons, let me go ahead and pull this up. Now, fence sitters, hold on one second. Y'all, this woman,
I
let me
saw
get the
that.
volume
Oh.
back up. Hold up. Look like I'm going to have to pull it back down. Let me tell y'all what's going on with this particular woman, all right? And I'll bring it back up.
Girl, why when somebody else
is part of that community, right? Where you have to fight the police. You have to fight white supremacy. You have to fight everything on behalf of black males, right? How's my audio, y'all? Am I still here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, she left.
What happened?
She'll come back. I think she left.
Listen, y'all, somebody else posted that video, and I literally said in the comments, I wish he wasn't for having babies out of wedlock, because that was just ridiculous. And people still wondering why we say don't have them.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the video yet. What's on the video?
I'm getting ready to pull it back up because I don't know what's going on with StreamYards, but we gonna make this do what it do. They not fixing to stop this goddamn message. Well, there's a woman. She's part of the community where you have to fight for black men. You have to fight white supremacy. You have to fight. It's constant fighting. And you know good and well when these mammies or fence sitters have a son, they're going to fight tooth and nail. They're going to fight the school. They're going to fight the police. They're going to fight everybody on behalf of this motherfucking boy. Right? Now, let's see if I can't get this back up, because if it don't pull up this time, I'm just going to show it on a different tab or whatever. Now she's up at the school because he's being a jerk, right? He's not doing his work. He's not doing what he needs to do, like most black male children do. They turn a certain age, and now she's at her wit's end. She's fought everybody for this motherfucking kid. The football coach, the teachers, the police, and everybody else. Look who's asking for help with that goddamn son now. Can y'all see the screen?
Yep.
Yep. DZ.
Oh, StreamYard acting a fool.
Lord. Like she's still there?
She in the Matrix. DZ, come back.
Girl, she gonna be visiting that boy in prison or planning his funeral. Point blank.
Look,
period.
these women are just so masculine. Like they're so delusional too. Like the way they really think it's normal to keep fighting over and over and over again for males. How are they kings and they're so strong, yet they can't even fight on their own? And then y'all pull up statistics that helps them, but don't want to pull up your own statistics to help you. Like when are black women gonna fight for themselves the way they fight for them? Like we have so much power. Like we really need to do better.
They have to get out of denial first. They have to get out of the denial first.
Why are you at the school asking people instead of trying to find his daddy and ask him? You know what I'm saying? Like how is he everybody
Girl,
else's
he in prison
responsibility but
dropping the
his dad?
soap. He is in prison dropping that soap.
They will say not all black men in a heartbeat and fight and go hard and tooth and nail over some unicorn shit. But when it comes down to other men, it's not all. it's all of them. If it's white men, it's all of them. They're all racist. They're
I
all
just think
just against the
I think
black man.
I think it's funny that the people that actually endorsed the Honest Kate, like they're not taking responsibility for endorsing him. They're not taking
No,
responsibility.
I even had one lady, she was talking about, oh, people just want to bring him down. I was like, oh my God, this is so shameful. Just stop talking. Don't bring up his name anymore. Just shut up. Because it was so funny that she was preaching to women for
Speaking about the
divestment, and
honest
then she
pussy.
decided she's not a divestor anymore.
Yeah, and that's
But
that's my thing because that's my thing because one, if you have an audience, you have a privilege, and the fact that you're not taking care of your audience, you are telling them to go to a place, and these people are probably they're not divested. I wasn't divested. I didn't even know about Black Woman YouTube until literally 2 months ago. I first found Iron Bang, and then Iron Bang endorsed the honest bitch. And when so and then they're trying to expose, like, you're exposing yourself because y'all are the ones who endorse this person. Y'all do not know, y'all, this is why I'm saying these people don't have no job. They're unemployable. They can't get a job. They're inconsistent. They're incongruent. They need the doctor. And it really pisses me off because now that everybody was on the honest fucking Kate's fucking stream, now everybody's trying to say, oh, they have egg on their face, in which they do, but you, Iron Bang, have egg on your face because you let these motherfuckers into the fire. Let's talk about that.
true.
That's the shit that's killing me because everybody wants to talk about the followers, but no, you are the one who said go over there, and this is on you. The blood is on your fucking hands because you led your people fucking astray on purpose, and you need to get fucking a whooping for that.
Wait. But yeah,
She was a
okay.
ringleader. She was the
Yeah, but you
ringleader.
you guys are speaking as though she's divested. It would be different if
She's
DZ
not.
said go over there.
She's
Exactly.
not.
That's like being mad at the KKK for being
But I'm,
racist.
but
She
I'm
feel
not
black
saying
male
that she
identified.
is. I'm not saying that she is divested. I'm just saying, just in the world, period, of regular people in the world that frequent social media. Then, so yeah, she never said that she was divested, but she's taking these divestment points, which we all know is incongruent, which means the doctor. And then on top of that, then when you're exposing, you're literally trying to expose divested people on YouTube. No, you're exposing yourself
But
The
that's
because
not
funny
you.
part
the
of it,
point. We're
But
saying the
this is
same
her
thing.
job, though. I think we got
Right.
to understand this is what she does for a living. She's playing a
Exactly.
role for a living. She does
and the
not care because she's playing this
Facts.
to get paid. She can't go out and get a job because she made her entrance into the YouTube space by being a race soldier for Tariq Nasheed. So she can't
yeah,
go to these same white people and ask for a job when she called them the devil, the enemy on
yep,
behalf of black
But
men.
this is
So
why
this
you
is
need.
her job. This is
I
she
her
will
way
never
of
get a
making
job.
money.
and I understand that, but who is going to hold whoever owns YouTube? This is no governing body. This is so fucking ghetto on YouTube. Like, even I have a job. Everybody has a job. You have a supervisor. You have ethics. You have ways in which you are supposed to be, and these people don't have fucking any, and that is terrible. It's dangerous. These people are dangerous.
Girl,
It's
you
not.
know YouTube is for the streets. Come on now,
This
baby.
shit ghetto. This shit is ghetto. This shit
YouTube
real
is for the
ghetto.
streets. That and what the lady just said, I'm not sure what her name is, but this, yeah, she's right. This is her job. This is their income. They're divested for pay. DZ literally had a video about that a couple of months ago. That's all it is. At night, they're sleeping next to Black King. So what they say about divestment and using the talking points, it's just a facade.
And the funny thing is that they try to shame the divested women and say, oh, divestors, this is what you're going after. I'm like, I don't know these women that are going after this man. I just noticed this man yesterday because of somebody that tried to, another demon. But apart from that demon, I don't even know this man. But the funny part of it is that they blame all the divested women. And I was like, okay, I don't know which divested women, because at first I did not believe that divested women would be even there. I was like, okay, I don't know what she's talking about. She's actually foaming in the mouth. But yesterday, after another podcast that I was listening to, I was like, are you sure you're divested calling this line? Because I don't think you should be calling, because I feel like now it's a big propaganda, and I feel like divested women should be aware of the propaganda that is going on right now, because they are really trying to drag everybody down. They know they can't get out, but they want to drag you down to hell with them.
and, and that's why
Island
all the
girl, that video file is corrupted for some odd reason, but I'm gonna bring it to Discord afterwards. It's just this woman having a fucking breakdown at her son's school, talking about she needs somebody to help raise her son. That he smokes more weed at the school than he does at the house. Ain't no football coach called me. Y'all ain't called me. And then the bitch said she needed somebody, anybody, the police, God, anybody that can help her with it. And my point is this: girl, you been knowing that kid is is around like 16 years old. Niggas been fucked up since day one. So how on earth are you having this meltdown now? And she comes off as the type of person that's always talking about how police brutality is fucking up black people and all this extra shit. But you asking for the cops, and the little dude stole your car over the weekend. Now you want some help. There is no help at this point. And when that little motherfucker gets grown, you need to divest from him too. Don't make
Yep.
no fucking
It,
sense.
I ain't
it's
giving
some
birth to
help.
none of them.
That school to prison pipeline. That's the help.
I ain't giving birth to none of them. Like that's just ridiculous right there. And then no wonder why me growing up, I heard the saying, "It takes a village to raise a kid." Yeah, in Blackistan it does. I don't see how it takes 500 people to raise one. Like, why does it take so many people to raise that one kid? Like
Because they're demonic.
it took two
Because his
people.
daddy ain't there.
they don't have
It
no
took
soul.
two people to create that child. It's like I should not have to be 30 years old taking care of your 14-year-old son. I ain't doing it. That's not my responsibility.
The
You
thing
take care of your
is,
own
she didn't
kid.
even mention the daddy. She mentioned everybody else, including spiritual beings, to come help with that fucking kid. Nobody said where is his father.
Okay.
And they were
Nobody.
reading cats.
Hmm. You said what, babe?
I said, and don't forget about the card reading that they have been doing for a long time now, to
Oh
find what
shit.
spiritual being, what alien being they have to find to put the blame on them for their black kings. It is so funny.
Okay, we got two people in the background. Let me see what's going on. Y'all already know I got a whole bunch of trolls, so hold your fucking ears, and then we'll just get them the fuck out of here, and the party gonna keep moving like it always does around this time. PJ, I've never seen you. What's up?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. I'm really happy to be up here. I've been listening to you for a while.
Oh, thank
Um,
you. I was asking for some fence sitters to come up here. Do you consider yourself a fence sitter?
um, I do not,
Okay.
but I don't know. Maybe you probably do.
Why would I do that? What you got?
I mean, personally, for me, whenever sorry, I'm very nervous. Whenever I have been interested in guys, I've never really cared too much to be interested in a person based on race. But I have been in a position where I understand that there's a problem, and I understand that we need to recognize the problem. Um but individually, you
What's
Do
the
know,
you ju-
problem though?
do you judge black men individually? Is that what you're saying?
yes and no. I think there's a collective problem, and I see the collective
Oh
problem.
God.
Uh-oh.
And then
Uh-oh.
individually, if I see that that person has a problem, then
Okay.
it is what it is.
PJ, let me tell
But
you. Let me tell
mhm.
you real quick. I appreciate you coming up here. It took brass balls to do so. I really appreciate you. Here's the deal. If you're divested, right? If you're still assessing them individually and trying to see who's a unicorn, you're definitely a fence sitter. Being
But I don't
divested,
do that
what
though.
being divested means fuck that entire community. Because guess what? That community did not take care of you, your image, your children, or anything about you. You actually are just a mule. So whatever's going on with them is really blasé when it comes to them, because guess what? We weren't put first, so we got the fuck up out of there. Didn't mean to interrupt you. Keep going. I'm loving
Oh
this.
no, it's okay. I don't consider like looking at them. I think you said in a way where I'm trying to find a unicorn. I don't care anything about a unicorn. Like I said, I date men and I've always been attracted to other races, mainly because I think they're more attractive in the way that they handle their business. But I don't look at black men as unicorns, any black men. All I'm saying is that I don't have the mindset that I see in a lot of these spaces where I'm going to call, a black man a demon or whatever. I think that
Sorry,
They are
ma'am. I
the
want to ask.
worst. They're the worst performing men and the most domestic violence committers on the planet. So
Mhm.
I think it's safe to call them demons. I think it's safe. Why do you refrain from calling them demons?
DZ, I want to ask her if she has a son because she sounds like somebody that have a son.
Do you have a son?
I have never had any kids. I'm
Okay.
actually, I'm Christian. I abstained from sex until marriage. So
There it is.
I've never been in a relationship to even be able to get a child.
So do you think because you're Christian that it keeps you from judging people? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think so. I think my faith, because it's kind of like the same thing with when people go around calling all white people all this and that racist. I can recognize a problem, and I can recognize when, the majority of a group has a problem.
You're
But
gonna
I
get got.
But do
You're
you?
gonna get got, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because they expect for you. This is why these people are infiltrating the divestment community and turning it into the description that you're giving, because they will still have access to you. And being that your stats are the worst of any other community, I think it's fair for you to be able to cut them off so that you can protect yourself. Is it not Christian to
Mhm.
protect yourself?
I mean, yeah, you have to use wisdom, absolutely.
Okay. The thing is, if you continue, and I hope, let me preface it with this, I hope nothing ever happens to you. I really want you to be safe. But if you continue to act the way you're acting towards them, you're leaving yourself open for all the shit that they're good at. And we all know what they're good at, right?
PJ, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Um, who do you think personally is your biggest threat in society?
I don't have a threat in society. I
Yes,
really
you do.
I
Oh
really
crap!
Yes, you do, PJ.
I mean, are you talking about like statistics wise?
I'm
Like,
meaning if something were to happen to you violently, negatively, if your car got stole, your house got broken into, your ass got beat, who would most likely statistically be the perpetrator?
statistically, because I'm a black woman, probably black men, but I've never lived in the black.
Definitely. Definitely,
There's
I've
no
definitely.
never lived
probably.
in Blackistan though. I've always lived in the
Doesn't
suburbs. So
matter. You're a
for
black
me
woman.
personally, I've never really lived around a big group of.
Let me ask you this. Why don't you want to live around a big group of black folk?
I think she should go there.
Yeah.
Why
Why
don't
don't
I want to live?
why don't you live around a bunch of black folk?
The hood.
I mean, I just don't think it's safe at
There it
all.
Why
is,
isn't
right
it
there.
safe,
I
PJ?
wouldn't
Who's
live in that
making it
area.
unsafe?
And the other angels. Mm.
Who's making those neighborhoods unsafe, PJ?
The doors of the church are open.
We already know black men.
Okay, and it seems like you didn't want to say that, but that's just the fact of the matter. And as long as we still playing footsies with these motherfuckers, they have access to you, whether you in the suburbs or not. I look. If you're in the suburbs, you don't think they have a way to get to you.
Hmm.
Even in the suburbs, as a black woman, it's more likely for a black man to attack you. Dead
Right.
ass.
Even in the suburbs, when they look for a victim, they look for a victim with a black woman in the house.
Yep.
May I ask
So
her a question too?
PJ, oh, go ahead.
PJ, I just wanted to ask something, and this is just go for fence sitters in general. Does the word black, does is that the word that triggers y'all? Like, cause like when we say black men, da da da, or black men are the biggest predators, is it the fact that we're calling it, that we're saying black men like we're describing their race?
mm,
Because at least for me, when I talk about them, it's not because they're black. It's because of their hate, their behavior, and they just happen to be Negroes. Like, I'm not talking about them because of their race. I'm talking about them because of their pathology, the way they act, the way they move, their belief systems. That's why I describe them the way I do. But I'm not talking about them because of their race. So is it the fact that we say black, is that what makes it seem like it's racist or something? Like,
To me,
let her answer.
okay.
Go ahead.
To me, I mean, I definitely understand everything that you're saying because I have been accused by people before when I brought up issues that I hated blackness, and that's not true. I'm just speaking facts. And I have said those very same facts about black men.
Well,
But
they're going to say that about you because you're a black woman. Anytime you're not caping for them, they're going to say that you hate yourself. But that's just the gaslighting, period. Period.
right,
And the attitude that you have towards the community and humans in general, that is optimum for getting you got by one of these niggas. Dead ass serious.
I I
Daisy,
don't
can
think
I say something for two?
Yeah.
I don't think I answered her question, did I?
Go
Or
ahead, hun.
okay, I don't think that you saying that, you know, they're black, because I understand that you're saying that it's a problem with their pathology maybe, and like I guess that's the right word. I'm not sure, but like their mindset and their actions. I definitely understand that. I and I think that you guys probably gonna have a problem with this. I just think that for me, because I am a Christian, we have to be able to identify the problems, say the problems, be honest about the problems without
I don't think it have anything
I'm
to
not
do with
messing around.
We
I'm
Christianity.
not.
naming the
without
problem. We
having
said
That
black
has
bitterness,
men are
nothing to
the
do with
problem.
Christianity.
We've
Well,
already said that.
but without I know, but I didn't finish, without having bitterness in our hearts
Well,
It's
towards.
Jesus
not
didn't
bitterness.
come.
Statistics back us up. This isn't bitterness. We're talking numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But when you say,
Okay,
but when I guess one of the
So
things
you
that
are calling
I'm
women
hearing,
that have been attacked by these men bitter. What are you talking about?
absolutely not, absolutely not. I'm saying that when I see people on panels, right, not just here, but others say things like, from day one, you know, that black boy is messed up, or I'm not going to give birth to black men.
Oh, baby girl. So you
I
are
think
I
definitely a
am
fence
happy they
sitter.
are saying that. I'm
That is
really
not
happy
a
they
fence
say that.
setter. She is not a fence setter. She is a full fledged, full blown Mamie.
Oh boy.
okay.
Can I
Listen, let
say
me say
something really
something.
Well,
quickly?
here's I.
Can
Uh,
I please
Can
say
I
something?
say something? Okay, go ahead.
PJ, are you still there?
hmm
She's still here.
Okay, I am a Christian too. I am divested. I understand where you're coming from and I understand what you mean. I'm not sure how old you are or how much exposure you've had to Black culture. All I can say is this seed has been sown tonight for you to think about. You may be, for the rest of your life, what we as divested women would consider a mammy, but at least you're over here hearing the talking points. And I pray that in time you will come around to see divestment for what it is. We're not a bunch of the things you called us. I know it may come off like that, but we're also older women who have been through probably more things than you have. As you get older and you have more encounters with Black men and you lose your virginity, if you don't wait until marriage, you will come to understand more what we're talking about. You, my dear, are a unicorn. You haven't even slept with a Black man, so y'all be light on her because she's very innocent.
I wanted to say something, and I don't think being bitter is a bad thing. I hate when people say, "Oh, you're just bitter," and I'm just like, "Well, don't I have a right to be bitter and angry for everything that's happened to me?"
Y'all still
I've
playing
spent
patty cake yet? Because
I've
I'm
spent
ready.
Oh,
I'm through, DZ. You can have her.
Okay. Here's
Well,
the deal.
I'm a Christian.
Hold on 1 second. Um, Anybody that's giving consideration to the person and people that will attack me the most has to be my enemy. You can't be giving them consideration because they've already proven that they're trash. Go ahead, divested OG.
Oh, I was going to say the same thing. You're done. I'm done.
Well, can I say something? Because I think this is something that you probably all people that's on this channel want to consider. Um, like I said, I grew up in the suburbs, and I don't really have that much experience with the hood or wherever you guys may have grown up. But what I will
Sorry,
say
not
is,
all of us are from America,
No,
so
ma'am. No, ma'am. All of us didn't grow up in the hood. This has nothing to, ma'am.
yeah,
We're going by
that too.
you're
That
statistics.
too. Yeah,
listen,
Statistics do not lie.
she's
you're not
talking about, oh,
listening.
you grown
You're
up in the
saying
hood.
that
I'm
you're
African,
here.
and I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
We ain't a
You're
lot.
not
None of us.
you're not
Yeah,
I did
wait a
not mean to offend anybody, but you're not listening.
no. You're not listening.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say next because you low key defending black men. You're low key hiding it up under being equal and Christian and doing your research and all that shit. But all I hear is not all. That's what I hear, and that's gonna get you fucked up in the game. It is. It's gotten plenty of women fucked up in the game. So
right over here.
You're not listening to me.
Well, the thing is, I
what are
mean,
we not
as a
hearing? She just said we're not listening. What are we not hearing? I am listening to you. What are we
Okay.
not hearing?
What I was going to say was this, that again, didn't mean to offend anybody,
We're
but
not offended.
okay. Well, wherever you guys grew up, the thing that I hear from you guys is very extreme cases.
No,
And
ma'am. They're
oh, geez.
common. They're
Ma'am,
very
please go to the
common.
manosphere
can
and
I
tell them
finish?
that. Go to the manosphere and go
Can
and tell
can
them
I
that.
can I finish?
Yeah,
I
but
don't know why you
you
have
have
to
to
finish
hold
at
on,
this point.
Karen.
You are talking
Hold on,
nonsense.
Karen. Hold on 1 second. If you're gonna say stuff that's not true, then I have to interject because what you're gonna do is go on a diatribe where everything is incorrect, and it's not uncommon. I don't know how to let that shit slide. It's very common. You
I
can't
didn't say
hide
it
from
wasn't
it.
I didn't say it wasn't uncommon. I said that there have been very extreme cases. And what I'm
What
going
do you
to
mean?
segue into is that when I listened to various people, I definitely resonated with what you were saying, but my cases weren't extreme. And I think the problem is a lot of people that I'm hearing that listen to this, because we all in my personal experience, when we talk about this, and even when I bring up some of the things that you're saying that's very true, it doesn't resonate because
What's
to us
extreme,
living in the
PJ?
suburbs, it wasn't
What's
that extreme.
extreme? See, that's that run-on sentence shit
Ma'am,
I'm
you're
talking about.
talking to a panel of women who live in the suburbs. Please do not come here with your classism and elitism saying, well, because you guys may have grown up in the hood, you may see extreme cases. No, ma'am. We're going by statistics.
Right.
We're going
They
I
not
live
not
in an
just by
And
area
they
where
tell
I
that a
don't have to
statistics.
judge
see a
just
black
died.
man any day of the
There is a
week.
black woman
But I
judge
still
that just
know
died.
what I know.
Wow. So basically, we're just extremists. Even with the dead bodies dropping to the floor, it's extremists every 5.5 hours. And you're calling it extreme. It's
So someone in
extreme.
the chat wants her to describe an extreme case that we've discussed. I want to hear it.
Go ahead.
I am not saying that y'all are extremists. I am not saying that y'all are all hood rats or anything like that. I was just basically trying to get my point across. And I
Child.
think
We shade her
that
so
you took
hard.
my
You came
words
here to
and
talk.
you went
You came
off.
here to talk shit.
Okay, okay.
You
It's the
came here
I
to
have
shade
a
talk
for me,
I
question.
DZ.
never
It's the
even
shade.
assaulted. And
I
I never even meant it in shade. And I'm sorry that you guys took it that way.
because you don't
We're
know
well,
what
not
you're talking about.
PJ, here.
You live an incongruent life, and you need to go to the doctor. You need to go to the doctor because you don't know
Listen.
what you're talking about, and you're sitting over here on this panel trying to say that you're not shading us. But all these people on this channel are very intelligent. That's why we're able to make decisions and move on with our life. You're sitting over here and you're being condescending. You can go. You're not going to play that over here. We don't do that here. You can go do that on those other fence channels, fence sitters channels, and do that. But don't come over here and do that to us. That's not okay. You keep
She
saying I don't.
basically invalidated everything. That shit is not extreme. It happens day to day. I can guarantee you right now, while we're having this conversation, PJ, there's a black woman getting fucked up. May lose her
Black
life tonight.
femicide is not extreme. Black femicide is not extreme. Those ladies are regular, everyday black women that have lost their lives to black men in their lives.
And they're not
I
all
feel
women, they're girls.
Girls, thank you.
Not
I
all
feel like
women. And
this
here's the
woman
thing,
is
PJ.
somebody that would.
My
Sorry, continue.
That's okay. My sister is you, sweetie. Okay, we're all Christians up in this house, right? But and I can kind of understand where you're coming from. Well, judge not, lest ye be judged, and by the same measure, blah 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 blah, right? But what these women are saying is that the statistics are overwhelming. If it's not here or there. It's not in a particular neighborhood. They are overwhelming. Women like you are getting killed every 5.5 hours. When I tell white ministers this, because I'm in a denomination that's predominantly white, when I tell them this, their mouths drop. The Bible drops from the desk onto the floor because they can't believe what they've just heard. And you know what I have to do? I send them to Black Femicide US so that they can get educated. Okay?
Are you the woman from TikTok? Somebody said you sound like the Hebrew Israelite woman from TikTok.
No, I'm not even a part of that faith.
Okay. Just was
Are you a
asking.
Kevin Samuel's follower? Cheerleader?
No, I have never followed any of them. I
Well, you're
Okay.
sounding like
honestly,
one.
I want you
So
to try
PJ,
these talking points over on a Manosphere channel and then come back. PJ, don't disappear, right? I want you to go see what they're saying about you while you're over here not alling. You will be appalled. And watch you a couple of news stories. Jump on Facebook, jump on Instagram and Black Femicide's page. And then if you still feel the same way, ma'am, like the one said earlier, you are indeed a mammy. Period. I can't believe that even with all the evidence out there, you still feel like you should be judging them individually. I guess I'm going to be burning in hell. Get me a cup of tea and let me sit there because I'm not going to do that. I'm
I
not
think
going to
me too.
piss on these women's graves that way.
I'll be joining you.
we all going according to you. And I
I
just want
think we're all
PJ to
gonna be
know,
there.
I want PJ to know that your suburban upbringing, your Christian faith, and your intact hymen will not stop you from being a victim of a black male.
Nope.
Amen.
And don't come here with that disrespectful. If you want to come here and learn, but don't come here and try to sit here and we're telling you that what you're saying is not landing right, and you continuously say what you want to say. To learn, you need to be quiet. So go back into the comments and listen to what we have to say.
She's heard everything. She says she's been watching for a minute, and even with all the receipts that's been produced, that didn't help. She still feels that way. I just feel like you need to have more exposure, more experience, and then you'll feel differently. If you don't, then you're being willfully ignorant to what's happening to black women at the hands of these black males.
Did PJ say her age?
I don't remember. PJ, how old are you if you don't mind? You don't have to answer if you don't want
26.
to. Okay. She says she's 26 years old.
Okay, well you're 26 and you're old enough. You can understand. It's not okay to hop on these panels and talk like that. If you needed help and wanted to get an understanding, that's great. But you came here and you didn't want to get an understanding. You came here to say what you wanted to have to say, and that's fine. But go make your own channel because
I
this
didn't
is
really
not that
think.
serious. It's not okay for you to do that.
Can I interject again?
Yeah.
Can we all just have a good time? I feel like we're jumping on her, and
Here's the deal, babe.
I just feel
Honestly,
like if we invite fence sitters up, just hear their side. We already know where we
She
stand.
is not a
we
fence sitter,
listened.
though. If she was
We
a fence
listened.
sitter, I would understand.
We listened. I heard everything she said, and she basically invalidated everything that goes on with black women, and that she said extreme, and then I said extremist, and then she started angel hair picking the difference between extreme and extremist. what's not going to happen is these people are getting us fucked up. You got the fence sitters that got out here, they're representing us bad. Then you got people sitting here saying that we're extremists, and that's not gonna fly. The clapback has to be as equal as the initial attack. Because when you
I
say that's not happening,
never
when you say that's not happening the way we said it's
I
happening,
never
that's an
said that
attack.
wasn't happening. I think
You
you
said
guys
it was
are-
rare. You said it
I
was
And this,
never
rare.
yeah.
I never said rare. I never used that
She
ever.
said extreme cases, and I'm still wanting her to tell us an
I
example of an
said
extreme case.
that I'm hearing on these panels extreme cases. Like, for instance, which is why I brought up the hood. When you guys talk about in the hood, all of these things are happening, like carjackings, women getting hit across the head, all of these things. I'm saying the reason why people may have, like me and other people, when listen to this, that may be like, okay, well, I understand the statistics, but I'm going to wisdomly take that and say, okay, but individually, I'm not just going to look at a black man and say, oh, he's evil and all this stuff. I'm just going to mind my
Okay,
Ugh.
then wait until it happens
because
to
let
you.
me finish
No,
because
listen, you're doing run-on sentences. You didn't come here to preach. Now we gonna have some fun because we always do, but you have to take a breath after these sentences because what you're saying is incorrect. It's not extreme.
okay,
The shit is common. It's common as
okay,
fuck.
I'm saying to you that for people like me, those cases haven't happened really.
Okay, so
And
that's a
people like other
damn
people,
shame that you can't
and
feel
all I'm
for
saying,
for
Consider
your.
yourself blessed, but don't invalidate the women that has
I never
experienced this.
invalidated you guys though. I'm not saying your
You are,
situation
you are.
happened. What I'm saying is there's a lot of women that when they listen to this, they're saying that's never happened to me. And so what I
So you
was
don't want the
going to
women that
say,
have experienced this to preach. You just want your own voice to literally be
no, you're
above
not.
all the women that have been going through all of this. Because at this point, I'm going to be sincere. I'm very not happy with what you are saying. I would say angry at this point, because listening to you invalidating a lot of women that have gone through a lot of things, and mostly they have risked their life, for you to come up because you didn't go through that is very disrespectful. I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it to you. I am not sorry. To the ladies that are listening to me, I'm sorry. But to you, I am not sorry. Because right now, you should not be talking about any woman's experience with violence right now. Please, lady, go back down and sit down. Thank you very
She
much. Good night.
she basically said choose better.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Yeah, she needs to
choose
come.
That's
better and
exactly
not all.
You need to go back into
exactly.
the
Well, a
comments.
lot of that stuff hasn't happened to some of us, but we still love black women and
Yes.
ourselves enough
Yes.
to fight and advocate for them.
Me personally, I've never slept with a black man.
Thank you.
Ever.
Exactly.
Ever. But I know what I see. Okay. And they are not faring well at all. And unfortunately, there's a lot of women that aren't here to tell you what happened because they're dead.
And y'all, I didn't want y'all to think I was like being kumbaya, my lord. But so okay, y'all know I have a channel and I watch other black women who are in the BW space, and I have heard them say, the ones that are not divested, that are still open to dating black men, that they feel like we are too extreme when we say not all or don't marry a black man. And I told this one creator, I said, I don't think any of us, or at least me, is saying to any married black women that have a quote unquote good black man to leave your husband. But I'm saying for women who are not married, yeah, they should not consider black men anymore. Um, I think if we invite people up to, especially fence sitters, people that don't agree with us, um, I don't know, just to,
I'm not a good coddler, especially when it comes to the death
Yeah,
of
me
black women.
either. Me
The thing
either.
is,
Because
when you talk about the death of black women and all the violence that they're
exactly.
experiencing, I'm not going to be able to massage shoulders
Exactly.
because these women are dead, y'all.
Yes.
Before we get off of here, you will be able to do a Google search, put it on time, last hour, and you'll be able to see another black woman that got fucked up while we sitting up here trying to massage her shoulder. I can't massage them
I can't
when
do it. I can't.
mm-mm.
all right.
She said, "All right, PJ. I think there's still hope for you, but I think you got a long way to go. You're 26 years old. Hopefully, by the time you reach 30, if you reach 30, because you're still messing around with black men, I hope that you'll be able to see and be able to empathize with women that were fucked up by black men. It's a lot of different stories out here. And when you say it didn't happen to you, that is a snotty spit in the face. I mean, you cleared your throat and spit right in their face because it didn't happen to you. And that's pretty fucked up, PJ. But I know that there's hope for you if you're willing to listen to stats, not anybody's feelings, the stats. The stats alone should be convincing for you. No?
Mhm.
Yes.
So, any
I
old
think
ways.
people just get really upset when they say when you, oh, they want, when you say, leave them all alone. That's when they say it's extreme. That's when they say you're being unfair. That's when oh, you're painting all of us with the one brush. But the problem is, yeah, killing a black woman is extreme, but not caring enough that somebody killed a black woman is also extreme to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay?
not extreme though, because what we at every 5 hours. That's not
Yeah, every five. I
extreme.
thought it was every six. Now it's every five. God.
That's common.
It's common, and it is extreme, and it's common. And my problem is there are so many African American men walking around here every goddamn day with some level of animus towards us. Some of them will kill us. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them will just rape us. Some of them will do, I'm sorry, some of them will just beat the crap out of us. Okay? But that mindset, that animus is still there. Leave them all alone.
And that's a
Leave them
Christian
all
woman that
alone.
you're talking to. Divested OG is a Christian. I am no such a thing. But that's a Christian woman that you're talking to, and she's still able to see that it's a shit show. It's literally a shit show. And that's what turns people off about real divestment, because they have to turn their back on all the shit that they knew when they grew up. The shit that's embedded in that medulla oblongata got to go, baby. Because it was incorrect. And it's putting you in danger, and no one gives a fuck.
And I don't want anything to happen to you, PJ.
I damn
I
I
sure
don't
don't
want
want
do.
anything in
anything
the world.
anything to happen to her, but she admitted herself that her biggest threat is black men. That's why she's not even living around them.
That's
Okay,
true.
you know that's your threat. Leave him alone.
I was
You know,
just, I guess I was trying to say that if to relate information, I hope I'm saying this right.
PJ, are you
But
crying?
yeah, because I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
No, our
No,
feelings
no,
are
no,
not
no.
hurt, PJ. Don't cry, baby. I don't want you upset. I want you safe. I want you safe. Point blank, period. Anybody in this chat, anybody up on this panel, they will tell you since day one, it's been about safety and getting your
Mm-hmm.
ass away from these motherfuckers. They say that I'm not fully divested because I still talk about them, but fuck that shit because the meteorologists still talk about hurricanes when it ain't hurricane season. Okay. I'm going to talk about what's hurting black women the most. I don't want you upset. I told you that there was hope for you, and I'm not offended. I'm not, and I don't want you to be offended. And if I offended you in any way, instead of quote unquote helping, I apologize. I do what I say that should be done. If I said something and it came off wrong, I apologize. But your safety is so essential.
Listen, I don't know. I'm gonna add some levity to this situation. I don't know how many of y'all are Greek, but I feel like she just went online to pledge, and this was her first night, and we just beat the heck out of her.
We didn't beat her. We told her the
We didn't, I'm going to say this, and y'all can get mad at me, but the tears don't mean anything to me because
okay.
she came
Me
here,
too.
and she came here with an elitist attitude. And when we drug her ass, she started crying. That's a Karen move. We don't play that up here.
Oh, y'all was so
Exactly.
mean.
Because
Who
you came over
said
here
that?
Not
dressed
the
like
Karen. Oh my God.
Y'all
Yeah, that's
something
supposed
else,
to be
boy.
my move.
Y'all
PJ,
cold blooded.
stick around, babe. Just stick around. And as you learn and grow, you'll see that you weren't attacked, you were informed. And sometimes the truth actually hurts. And Sarah Leaks, I wasn't telling her not to cry because she shouldn't be crying. I was telling her that we didn't mean to hurt her feelings. The women can cry whenever they want to. Okay. I guess
I'd
Pinky's
rather
up
have
on
her
you.
crying here than us crying at her funeral because some naker has snuffed her out.
Damn right.
Amen.
Damn right. You know, they are very, very. Listen, we knew fall was coming, and the attacks are going up quicker When fall came, god damn it, the time between murders shrunk. Do you know a black woman is killed every 5 hours? That's more times increment than when I eat. Black women are killed more than I eat per day. Come
More
on.
than I shit. More than I shit, they die. This is crazy.
No, I did not really know that because it's not talked about in my family.
You said it's not talked about where?
In my family. But
Okay.
I was that's why I was like trying to say that because like the only reason I resonated with you guys is because I saw the subtle details. I didn't see the extreme cases, but I saw the subtle details.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people that I, talk to and try to bring up these points and see, they it's hard for them because I feel like they and me myself probably feels like the cases are extreme. So we're trying to understand this world in a subtle way and
Okay.
try to see like how this identifies in our lives. And I see the things subtly, and then I see that there could be a bigger problem.
There's a
Then you
huge
should
problem.
listen
You're
to your
correct.
elders.
You are correct. There is a huge problem. Do you know, PJ, if we got off of here right now and something came across on some notification to some goddamn app I have and said that you got fucked up, that would literally crush my heart. I don't want anything to happen to any of these black women, the mammies and everybody included. You have to step away and objectively look at your numbers because those are the only things that are objective is numbers. The numbers suck. They suck no matter how much melanin and how much black power and hotep this and hotep that, queen and king this, that, and the third. The number's still there and they're not getting any better. So what I want you to do is just hang out, you know. There's a lot of fence sitters here and you were the only one that was, you know, had enough balls to come up and say you were. And I appreciate that because a lot of people hide in the clouds knowing that they a goddamn fence sitter. But you came up here and you was like, this is how I feel. This is how I live. And I appreciate that. But you got to know one thing. The numbers don't lie and they're not changing. They're getting worse. Okay.
And I'm sorry if I
Oh, no apologies
No,
needed.
no apologies.
hurt anybody.
Mm-mm.
Oh no,
I
no,
know.
yes, apologies are needed. Apologies are needed. You do need to say that you're sorry because you came in here and you were gaslighting us. So we need to hear your apology. So I want to hear it. Please say it because I
Well,
want to
she
hear
Mr.
an
wants an
apology.
Aqua
apology.
Yep.
She
You
want
need
an
to,
apology. I don't want one. I'm
I want
good.
an apology. Aqua Jim want an apology. So if you can apologize to me, I really
Me
appreciate
too.
She did. She did. Trinity and Aqua Gym, y'all put your earrings back on and take that Vaseline off your
No,
face.
I just want to say
it.
this real
Put your
quick.
shoes
I'm not
back
trying to
on.
attack
I
anybody.
will.
I'm just saying that if you were watching DZ for weeks and you knew about the stats, now you're crying because you're saying that you didn't hear this in your family, but you were watching DZ for weeks now. And DZ has been talking about the stats. So to me, that I mean, I'm not trying to attack you and I don't want you to feel that way, but that's just my 2 cents. Like, I just feel like now you're crying, but about the deaths and stuff, but DZ been talking about it, and you came on here hostile talking about let me finish, let me finish, let me talk. And to me that's just confusing me, but yeah, whatever.
Well, I bet don't know more other fence sitters come up here the way y'all done treated this poor girl. Listen, baby, I'm sending you a virtual hug.
Listen, if we can inform fence sitters, that's not treating them bad. That's like saying, if I told you, hey, listen, the sky is blue, and you keep saying, oh no, it's orange, and I say, God damn it, the sky is blue. I'm not treating you bad. I'm letting you know that the sky is blue with the DZ twang. That's all. No,
Well,
no harm.
DZ,
DZ, the
it,
truth hurts.
It
it
does.
yes,
The
yes,
truth
and this,
is real and it hurts. And when I'm going in, let's say I've got to take an abscess out, and a lot of the black community is abscess.
Hmm.
mhm.
You take a scalpel, the sharpest shit you got, after disinfecting and all that stuff, and you puncture that sucker. And it's going to hurt for a bit. It's going to hurt for a bit until
I,
it starts healing when you got the gunk out.
I think she'll be all right. I think she'll be all right. And who's this? Daughter of Yeshua. Just by your screen name, I already know what you want. She said,
Oh Lord.
"Stop apologizing." See, I told you there was a lot of fence sitters in the clouds, and daughter of Yeshua is one of them. Thank you for participating, daughter of Yeshua. All
I
right.
hate that nigga like shit too. That shit is annoying. Fucking virtual Power Ranger asses. I cannot stand Hebrew Israelites, bro. They get on my fucking nerves.
Yeah,
Yo,
that
yo, yo, I'm back.
girl. Where the hell have you been?
Girl, listen and look, girl. PJ had me over here stressed the fuck out. Not the THEE, stressed the fuck out with the shit she was saying. And I just want to say, I don't feel like anybody was jumping on her, but I feel like that's why we can't get anywhere because when you have people that are willingly being delusional, and then you have other people coming like, oh, no, don't be like this, don't be like that to her. Like, no, she need to hear that shit. Everything is not going to sound good and everything is not going to be said to ease your feelings. Sometimes you just got to say the shit, and if it is what it is, that's just what it is. Shit. If she
And
being
if PJ
delusional,
want to cry, let her
call her out.
scroll that femicide
Exactly. If
page.
she being delusional, then shit, you got to
I
call
just
her
don't
out. You got to call
I
her out if she
understand
being
that,
delusional.
like literally the 62% of the black women in this chat that have been touched should be crying because because that's why I was upset. I'm not trying to jump on you, but when you sit here and you literally come on a platform where thousands of people are listening and you're gaslighting and being elitist and then trying to minimize the trauma that all of us have dealt with being in
Exactly.
Blackistan, that's
She's
not
still in the learning
okay.
phase, y'all. Check it out. Cha Cha Girl is here. She's actually from Black Femicide USA. I appreciate you. She says this is so coincidental that you're here, Cha Cha Girl, because she's just learning what's going on. Her Instagram is real sad, but it's needed. She said we are
Mhm.
well over 1,200 black women and girls killed this year so far. PJ, you
Mm.
ought to check it out. You might end up being a hardcore divester worse than I am, girl, if you get the info.
But you know what, DZ? I could
Well,
tell she hadn't been through nothing with nobody. That's why she's saying what she's saying. See, ain't no nakers took her ass through the motherfucking ringer. That's
Yeah.
why she was saying, made the comment about us being bitter. You think we bitter because your ass ain't been through shit and ain't nobody disappointed your ass over and over or dogged your ass out. But when somebody, when you start dealing with them and they start dragging your ass and treating you like a welcome mat, you'll see what we talking about. And I
And
bet
She'll
you
they
won't
always
think
will.
we
know.
bitter no
And they
more.
and
will.
I
Who
will
was that
say
lady that
I
just
don't.
said that?
That was L.
It's L.
I will say
Was
that
L
you're
lipstick?
probably right because I haven't. And so yeah, and I don't want to experience the things that you guys were saying. Um, and I guess because I haven't experienced that, I find it hard
Well,
to
you're gonna
do.
end up being one of the top divestors because listen to the shock that you just went through, and when you see it for yourself, shit, you might have to snatch
I
my
don't care about
microphone.
her not experiencing it, DZ. I've never experienced lung cancer, but I don't smoke cigarettes. That's nothing to me.
Who said
It's
that?
like shit. Ain't
And
nobody
they
ever
in the
tried to
Yeah.
comment
bite my
section.
eye out before, but shit,
Listen,
I
Just
still
because
know.
I've never experienced cancer doesn't mean I'm gonna sit here and smoke a pack of cigarettes a day.
look,
Okay.
they in the comment section telling me to have compassion. I thought I had some. It's the girls that's going in, and
Right?
they
That's
telling
why
No,
me
I'm like,
you did have some
Look,
compassion.
I
But
have
that's the
never
thing. But that's the thing though. If you never been through nothing, how you gonna tell somebody? That's like me telling somebody who been getting their ass beat for 20 years and being treated like they nothing. Oh, well, you shouldn't feel like that, or you shouldn't say this. I can't tell you how to feel because I haven't experienced that. But I feel like you gotta be able to have the discernment to be able to say, okay, you know what? I have not been through that. So maybe I need to not be quiet, be on quiet. Maybe I need to be on quiet because I have not experienced this yet. So I
Exactly.
shouldn't really be having no opinion and telling somebody that they're bitter
Right.
or they're this or they're that.
Yes.
That's
Preach.
when you
Also,
gotta know.
Exactly.
PJ,
You got
dear,
to know how to how to read the room, and sometimes you just got to know when to keep some shit to yourself because shit, DZ a nurse, shit, I ain't never been no damn nurse. I can't talk to her about what it's like to be a nurse for years and years and have an opinion about how I think nurses should be when I don't know what they go through. I've never been in their shoes. I can't speak on that.
yeah, I
That's
have a
something that you're
question.
gonna have to learn.
what's the point of inviting a fence sitter or a mammy up if we're just gonna, what's the point of inviting them up if we're gonna just talk to them like that?
She was
Because she
being.
came up in validating statistics. She came up with an elitist, that's your life, not mine attitude. She came up talking about her Christian upbringing, her intact hymen. All this stuff led up to her basically saying, choose better.
But I have
But
one
how are
thing
we
to say.
talking to
I have
her
one
though?
thing to
But
say.
I'm confused on. She said how we talk to. How's we talking to her? Are
If
we
this
being
was a
real with
job,
her or
listen, if
what?
I was applying for a job at divested.com and this was the company and this was my first interview, ain't no way I would want to work for y'all. It's
Well,
like
you
we're
know what?
Christian.
But it's
That
crazy for
it's
y'all to
different
say
for
y'all say
everybody. Listen. I wish some people in my family had heard it the way it was heard tonight. Truth,
Mm-hmm.
no chaser. Dead ass
Mm-hmm.
serious. Now let me ask you this. When you see somebody going, "Hey, you probably shouldn't do that." Oh, no, baby, that's not true. Don't touch that. What happens? They buck the fuck up and then they go and do the shit anyway and then come back
Mm-hmm.
saying like, well, whatever. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't work because that's the approach we've been taking for years. Hey, you probably shouldn't do that. Black men are not that good. You probably shouldn't touch that. And they've been telling us to kiss their ass and get the fuck out of their face and mind your business. They have been very rough on the other side. So now that people know that divested people are not just some pushovers, then they might think about it before they try to invalidate facts.
Well, one thing I wanted to say is, as a Christian person, I've noticed that a lot of Christians have the least amount of compassion for a lot of people who've gone
They
through
do.
dirt.
I
Okay.
agree.
I agree
And
too.
and PJ, remember that. I mean, yeah, I was a
And they will
Pollyanna
tell you
kid
the Lord
too.
told them.
Okay. And I was in the church. I did what the church said. I did, I was a good kid. I took care of everybody. But you know what? That did not stop a minister from trying to compromise me.
Man, listen.
Okay.
In my in my
PJ,
Patricia
country,
Patricia
I had
said
a
she's a
pastor.
hold up one second. She said she's a fence sitter. What did y'all think she was going to say? Well, honestly, Patricia, when she first came up here, she said that we would probably categorize her as a fence sitter, but she didn't think she was. So I didn't know what she was going to say, but we heard what she said, didn't we?
Even that's still some bullshit because that's why she said that because she already knew what she was.
Mm.
Yep.
That's why she said that because she already knew who she was. She was just trying to play on you to see what the fuck you was gonna say. But
It,
there's no way
She
if she
won't do
didn't
that no
think
more.
that. There's no way
She
if
won't
she
do it
didn't
again.
already. There's no way if she didn't already know who she was that she would have said that because she
don't
know
in
come
who
my
on
she
country,
was.
this. She can't
the
come on this
pastors are
panel.
the
Don't come on
richest
this
men
panel
with
manipulating.
private
Don't come
schools
on.
and private jets and everything. And even some of them are telling their followers to drink bleach and die. And trust me, I don't trust Christians at all. I know that growing up, I was a Roman Catholic. Right now, I don't believe in anything. I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna die, wherever hell is, show me the way. I don't care anymore.
Girl, I'm telling you,
Girl,
because I'm not with.
fact.
I got a couple of people who I'm close with that's Christians, but it ain't that many because I just the way how they see shit sometimes just to me just don't be realistic enough for
Have
me.
y'all
I
seen
can't.
how they talk about us on the other side? They
Exactly.
listen, they ain't playing with these bed wenching ass bitches, these self-hating ass bitches. I am not going to drink with my pinky up and
Uh-uh.
say, don't do that to me, please. Don't
Did
say
you
that.
hear
That's
how
not
that
true.
struggle rapper was talking about how he gonna kidnap black women and drag them in the car and stick his dick in their mouth and ard
Hmm.
them and kill them? And you think I give a damn about somebody coming up here crying?
Mm.
And that is not gonna be Ben Winches. It's gonna be the mammies.
Hmm.
That's who he gonna get.
Yep.
Cause you don't want to see that you want to say not all. You want to try to see some good in some motherfuckers that ain't there.
Well,
There
she
is
gonna
no
grow.
reward than putting your. There is no reward for caping for these niggas, and PJ found out the hard way.
Well, if she go over there, it'll be 10 times worse. PJ, if you ever find yourself in a manosphere area, red pill area, go ahead and bring you a glass of wine because they're gonna really do you in. And that's just online. But in real life, I don't want you getting done in. You can let these niggas talk all the shit they want to, but when they start acting like they have been for the past couple of weeks, ramping up the attacks, you got to go in a little bit harder. That's all. That is pretty much it. Somebody said no to the coddling. Yeah, coddling always fucks up people, especially if they are looking for someone to validate an invalid point. That's gonna put you in the
Somebody
streets.
commented, DZ, that you made her have a mammy meltdown.
Now she's gonna be just fine and shit. She probably gonna out divest me one goddamn day. Cause if you don't know, you don't know. But now, PJ, you can't say that you don't know. So go in with a different set of eyes and you'll be fine because you already know what's up. You know what's up. So I was looking for this one comment. God damn it, it went up. I can't find it now.
Hey, can I ask the young lady that was saying that we feel like I can't remember her name. I'm sorry, that she felt like we was being too hard on old girl.
A lot of people
My
said
world.
that.
You said that you felt like if this was an introduction to getting a job, you wouldn't want to work here.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, if I showed up for an interview and the people who work at that company talk to me the way y'all just talked to this girl, ain't no way I want to come work for divestment.com.
Well,
I
check it
think
out.
Well, then,
If
but what?
you gotta consider the company that you're interviewing for. If you're interviewing to take
Exactly.
care of people that just had infants, they'll expect you to be a little bit softer. But if you are getting ready to be a mixed martial arts coach, that sentiment is not going to work in that particular job. And we are getting fucked up at rapid rates. So it's not that coddling is not going to work anymore. Actually, I'd rather PJ's feelings get hurt than her life get snatched.
Because
Thank you.
nobody
Thank
I
you.
told
hear
her. 'Cause
you. All
I'm
I'm
like,
saying,
if
I
you
hear
come
you.
here and that bother you, maybe this ain't the right job, boo. Maybe you gotta go apply somewhere else.
Well, and I hear you guys, but there's a difference too. So on my channel, I'm not anonymous. You can see my face and my name and all that kind of stuff. So that's one thing. The second thing is, if we want to attract people to divestment, if we really want all Black women to eventually be divested, I think we have to adjust our approach to each one of them. So if you have someone coming up who's telling you she's a grown virgin, she's never lived in the hood, all of these different things, I don't think coming at her like she a prostitute of 52 and she's still out on the track, talking to her like that is going to ever make her
You
look at
know what,
divestment.
too, my world? You're
I
absolutely
know.
correct. But check it out though. You're absolutely correct. But you missed the part where the facts were being invalidated, being rare, being extreme cases. That's the part you missed. Because when they invalidate the actual experience, that's a problem.
I'm
Right.
not
That was
saying,
the problem. Yeah.
but I'm saying she's doing what most people do, is looking at life through their perspective. From her perspective, it is extreme. From ours,
If
maybe
she
not so
wants
much.
someone to be nice to her, she needs to go to the therapist so the therapist can be nice to her. You're not going to come on a panel with hundreds of people watching and invalidate our trauma. There's a time to be nice and there's a time to be matter of fact. No one was
I
calling her out of
agree.
her name, no one was saying
Yeah,
anything like that. We were being matter of fact.
Well,
Nobody
my
was treating
problem,
her
Girl,
here's
like
my
y'all
that.
don't
problem
call this
is
girl a whole mammy up in here. That's like
that, but
the
here's the thing.
divested B word.
But that's
There
the
are
lingo, though.
innocent, there are innocent, inexperienced, beautiful young Black girls every day getting snatched.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how much you say, oh, honey, there's a really bad booger bear out there and you might not want to go out. No, no. There are beautiful, innocent girls who've lived in the suburbs their whole damn lives, even mansions. They still get got.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like divestment have been very, very soft for a lot of people for a long time, that it has been taken over by
It's been
people that are not
hijacked.
even
It's been beat on. No one
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
takes us seriously.
Here we go,
Mm-hmm.
y'all.
exactly.
Here it is. Here we go. I love this comment. She said, y'all divested Samuels, PJ. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what really happens. All those Black women that go over to Kevin Samuels and they get ripped to shreds, guess what they don't say to him? You being too
Too
hard.
harsh. You being too
You
mean. They don't
doing
say
too much.
that.
They don't say that shit. The only reason that you're saying that is because I'm a Black woman. That's
Mm-hmm.
because we normally are not like this, but our situation is dire. He
I wish
calls
I could
these
punch him
women
in his
fat.
freaking
He
face.
calls these women, he tell them they are subpar, average at best. And we didn't do that to her. We spit facts, and that was it. That wasn't a divested Samuel situation. And here's the deal: if they have such a problem with Kevin Samuels, why the fuck do they keep going over there? That's my
And why is
question.
he as
Facts.
popular as he is? And why is he getting the money that he getting? Because clearly it's a very small percentage of people that think he being harsh, or else he wouldn't have grown to be as popular as he is now.
She said they
Why
love.
Y'all,
we gotta be? Why we gotta be harsh?
this is
Why it
giving
gotta
me
be that we is the one that's being harsh? Like,
this is
no.
giving me Kentucky Fried Chicken vibes, and y'all know what those initials stand for and who I'm referring to. I'm dog whistling, but y'all is on the panel. That's how y'all sound. That well, Kevin Samuels talked to him like they crazy. So who cares? We talk
But
to him
no,
like they
that's the
crazy.
truth. But that's a true statement, though. That's a true statement. It's just a
But is it true
comparison.
when she says it? We hate
Check
it
it
when she
out.
says it.
Check it out. I'm getting ready to go back to the analogy. Who told her she was subpar? Who told her she was overweight? Who told her she was just not a good person at all? On the contrary, I told her that she has hope and she's going to be a great divested woman one day. That's not what Kevin Samuels is doing. He is tearing bitches down and leaving them
Girl,
down.
I'm telling you, she act like we over here. She act like we done cussed her out, called her a whole bag of bitches and everything. Ain't none of that shit even happened.
Not
No.
a bag of bitches. What?
A bag.
She
Well,
acting
A
I'm with
divester
Kyra. I'm
calling
with
a
Kyra.
bag
divester
of
calling
bitches.
somebody a mammy is the equivalent.
I'm
Even if
with
it's
No,
true,
Kyra.
I wouldn't say that to
no,
somebody.
it's not. No, it's not.
It's not the
Girl,
equivalent. It's not.
It's
The
the
if
problem
lingo,
is
somebody
you
girl.
calls
can't
a mammy
be
to my
you
face, we're gonna be fighting.
you can't be obtuse with what's going on with us.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be, oh, I didn't know. You can't do that because that mean it doesn't matter if you are 100% divested or 10% or 0.1%. You are still a target. That's my
Mm-hmm.
point.
Mm-hmm.
Black Buttercup, if you say KFC a couple of times really fast, you'll know what and who she was referring to, who my world was referring to. I swear, y'all.
I
It
don't know who
is.
KFC is it either. I
Well, I will damn sure lay it out when we get up off of here and go to the Discord, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, that woman, yeah, yeah." So, to be honest with you, KFC is sort of like Kevin Samuels. She is. So my world's right about that, but ain't no name calling over here. Actually, there's encouraging. Actually, there's room for growth and all that kind of shit. Karen Truth, I'm gonna let you back up here. I don't know how you felt off. This motherfucker is acting crazy tonight.
Yeah,
Thank you, Coco
Daisy.
Fit. Go
I
ahead. I
just
didn't
want to.
mean to
Can I
interrupt
say
you.
something? Oh, sorry.
Yes. Go ahead, babe.
I just want to. I just want to say something. I see people in the chat saying that we were being hard, and I can understand that. But like the ladies on the panel said, we're in danger. Our life is in danger. There's not. Listen, all you have to do is make a decision. You don't have to go back and forth. Feelings are fleeting. Their feelings are not true. You make the decision, and then you decide to live your life a certain way. The feelings and all that will come. I hope, PJ, that you understand that it's not okay and it's not appropriate to gaslight and validate other people's experience. It's not okay. We love Black women and we want all Black women to win, but
I
we
absolutely
also
love Black women.
we also have to protect ourselves, and then we can help you. And that's why we went off on you, because we had to protect ourselves, because 62 to 70% of people in this chat have been victimized by Blackistan. So we had to protect ourselves, and then we can give you the things that we need, the gems and the jewels that we need to give you. And I hope that that clears things up with the people saying that we were being too hard. There's a time and a place to be matter of fact, and that's what we were.
Girl, one of
PJ,
them.
hold
Listen,
on one
whoever
second.
AP is in the chat called me a mammy apologist. If I cuss, I will cuss you out right now.
PJ, Coco Fit is telling you to go to the National Gun Memorial. Do you know what that is? The website before
About hello?
hey, Do you know what the National Gun Memorial is? If
I
you
was
don't,
I was looking it up as you guys were talking.
okay, you are gonna be very surprised, and then after that, go to Black Femicide, and your jaw gonna be on the floor. Get you some water before you go, honey. Dead serious.
Diversity. Do you know that there was an insect, because I don't call him a person, talking about black women were reading books the time there was slavery. The men were picking cottons and the women were busy in the house reading books.
He's a fucking liar. Those women were
Unbelievable.
out there working their ass off just like those men were. And guess what? They didn't protect you then. They ain't going to protect you now. And as a matter of fact, on most plantations, the master was outnumbered by them niggas and they still didn't do anything. Still. And they
Yeah,
had ride or die women back then. They would have fought with them. They still didn't
exactly.
do anything. They don't protect you because they don't like you. End of stories. Whoever said that women were during slavery was in the house just cooking and carrying on, that's not that's an asshole who said that. Them women's fingertips were cut the fuck up on those thorns and they did
And I
nothing about it.
and I find it funny that these same people are talking about women with snitching on them, but when you read history as it is, you notice that these idiots were snitching on themselves,
Yeah.
which is very funny.
Yeah. Y'all. So I just the only way I can put this is the fact that when somebody if your house was on fire, y'all, and I promise you this is my last analogy, and you had all your valuables inside, all your memorabilia, furniture, jewelry, all that shit you wanted. You got two fire trucks pulling up, and the fire truck A said, we're going to get there. Yeah, fires happen all the time. We're going to put it out. Calm down, ma'am. Or do you want that motherfucker to jump out that bitch and get to spraying that water quickly? I want the motherfucker that's gonna get my house from flames, get that shit up out of there because I want to try to salvage some of my memorabilia. Don't approach slowly. Don't be careful. Don't finish your lunch before you start dousing my house with water. Get that shit out. It has to be aggressive because guess what? They're being aggressive towards you. If y'all leave here tonight when we jump off of here and you go to the store, I don't know what time zone everybody's in, but it depends on where you go. And you're going to be mindful of that. Why? Because you know how these men are. You know how these men are. And then you got some people trying to say all men. But guess what? You call that other group of men, right, to come and save you from your fucking man. It's almost like we're in a nut house. And if the attack on you is aggressive, the clap back is going to be equally, if not more aggressive. I don't apologize for that because I want y'all to be safe. I want y'all to go home in one piece and be mindful of the people around you and what they're like as a collective. There is no male worship over here, but I tell you one thing, one group is doing worse than the other groups. Point blank, period. So PJ, I hope this is not the last time you come over. I hope that you stay around. I hope the other fence sitters that was over there licking that dread off that nigga's forehead, get your ass off the fence because it's no place to be. You're going to have your ass handed to you every time. This is just one more drop in the bucket. Who was it before that? Derek Jackson? And then you found out he was fucking everything moving, including the goddamn dog. How many times? And who was it before that? I'm not gonna say his name because he's such a sensitive bitch. But y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that likes dark skinned girls and for black love, that type of shit. Yeah.
Oh, the yellow bitch.
Yeah. We can't keep having our ass handed to us. If they're gonna ally, let them go ally over there. Point blank period. They don't need you. It's embarrassing at this point. And quit looking for the next unicorn. They don't exist. They don't exist. You're gonna have the same shit that happened this past weekend happen again with your brand new unicorn. And that's just
Yes.
facts. I want y'all to be safe. I'm getting ready to go to the Discord. I love y'all to pieces and see you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
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 How do I get out of this?